Nobody is going to understand you. Not your family, not your friends. It sounds fucked up, but nobody will ever truly understand you. Probably not. Especially when it comes to people like us who want to actually achieve big things in their life. We want to have the best possible physique. We want to have a great business. We want to impact thousands of people's lives and make people actually become better versions of themselves or whatever it is for you. That's what I want. But the people around you, your people, will not understand you. Even back 3-4 years ago, when I was starting my dropshipping business, I was like 17, 18, and I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew I didn't want to go to college. I knew I didn't want to be a part of that crowd, the 9 to 5, that type of, human. That's not who I wanted to be. And at first it was like, okay, why are you starting that? Immediate family and friends were telling me like, okay, like, why are you starting that? All right, whatever, do your thing. And then when I actually took it serious, and I dropped out of college and shit was real, immediate family was like, what are you doing? Like, completely doubting me. And truly, no one, thinking about it, no one ever believed in me. Nobody. And that's okay. That's completely fine. And a few months go by after dropping out of college, and still, I'm not seeing any results. The business isn't working. I'm spending hours in the room nonstop. I'm sacrificing my, social life. I'm sacrificing most things that most people my age, 19-year-olds, would do. I'm sitting there in my basement working on this fucking business that's not working. And all the people around me, immediate family, friends, everyone you could think of, was coming to me and going, are you going to do this shit forever? How long are you going to, you're going to sell shoes for the rest of your life? When are you going back to college? Are you ever going to get a real job? How are you going to support a woman or a wife in the future if you keep doing this? All the shit you could think of, from every angle I was being attacked. They were trying to sway me from my mission and my dream to become an entrepreneur. And my goal was to hit $10,000 a month since I was like 16 or 17 years old. And thankfully, with this new venture I've taken on, being an online fitness coach and helping dozens of my clients become the best version of themselves, physically feeling amazing about themselves because I was able to help them, I've been able to hit that goal I've set for myself 3-4 years ago. And the thing is, sometimes you need to let other people's dreams for your life die so that yours can live. They're not going to understand you. And whenever they tell you to live your life a certain way, it's because that's what they believe they are capable of. Everybody wants a lot of shit. People want everything and do nothing. And that's the problem. Everyone wants to be a millionaire, for example. Everyone wants a good physique, but nobody will do the work to become a millionaire. And because they're not willing to do the work, they tell you you shouldn't either. Even when it comes down to my physique, when I was the most ripped in my life, when I really pushed myself and I was just shredded, and I was feeling my best, looking my best, everything was, I just felt on top of the world. I had immediate family members tell me, you're looking too skinny. And at the same time, I had other families telling me, you're getting too big, you're getting too much muscle. I heard both of these things. You're getting too skinny, you're getting too big. Why didn't you ask me, how do I feel? Because my answer would have been, I felt amazing. They will never understand you. Even when you're making progress, when you're doing your best and you're seeing the results, they're still not going to understand you. And the thing is, get used to it. That's completely okay. It's completely okay. Why should they understand you? And why should you need them to understand you? You don't. You're going to live the life that you want to live. You have to put your vision first and fuck everyone else's opinions, even if it's your immediate family. Their dreams have to die if yours are going to live. And if you don't sacrifice for your goals will become the sacrifice. You need to understand this. Your life needs to be created in a way that you want. You have to go after what you want to go after. You have to pursue the things you want to pursue. If you want to be great, don't let other people drag you fucking down. Don't let them take you back down to where you started. I've had friends who I would hang out with. I would smoke pot. I would talk about dumb shit. I would literally only talk about the past. And by the way, that's a great indicator that you shouldn't have a friend in your life anymore. If the only thing you could talk about is your past and not the future where you're going together, that's a fantastic indicator that's not going to be your friend for much longer, or that shouldn't be your friend. I've had friends I would talk to all the time. We would hang out all the time. We'd smoke pot, do dumb shit. And I slowly started growing. I slowly started getting better. I slowly was like, hey, I can't hang out. I don't want to smoke weed as much. I was still a fucking pothead, but I was like, I won't smoke weed today. I want to try to work on my business. Try. Thank God I was actually doing. But I didn't have that belief that the thing was gonna work. I was like, I'm gonna be rich, but I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be in amazing shape. I'm going to have an impact on the planet. I'm going to have all these things. I'm going to have everything. I'm going to be a top 1% man, and I'm going to give that man to the world. I said all these things from the beginning, but I still didn't know if that thing was going to work, the dropshipping, because I kept doing it and it kept failing. But I said, hey, I'm going to try to do this tonight. I'm going to stay, I'm not going to come this time. I'm going to work on my self-development. I'm going to read a book. I'm going to do things that are good for me, not bad for me today. And there was resistance from them. And slowly over time, I started getting better at self-development, at doing the things that make me better, at working on my businesses that were failing, or at working out at the gym, or reading books that develop my mind, that expanded my mind to see things for what they really are and get rid of the limiting beliefs. Once I started going more towards that as opposed to talking about dumb shit with friends and smoking weed and all this, I started hanging out with them less and less. And because of that, we drifted apart, and I lost my friends. I didn't even have that many friends, but the like 2 or 3 that I did, once I evolved out of the thing we hung out to do, we were no longer friends, and we grew apart. And when your old friends or when your current friends are stuck in their ways and they don't want to change, they don't want to evolve and grow and become better with you, sometimes you need to let them go, because they'll only drag you down. I know for a fact if I stayed and hung out with the people I used to hang out with, I would probably still be smoking weed. I would probably be broke as a joke. I probably wouldn't be as ripped as I want. I would be eating, because I would be getting high. I would be ordering out and eating shit all the time. You need to get around people who are better. And the thing is about your friends who are dragging you down, you don't need to be malicious or put anything, don't like put them down or anything, even though they probably will do it to you. They're like, dude, you've changed. Yeah, you haven't. But it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to put them down. You don't have to hate them. You could still have respect for them. You don't have to, completely be disrespectful to them. But as long as if you don't look up to the friends in your circle, it's not your circle. It's your cage. They're keeping you stuck. And as long as you're in that cage, you will never grow. You will never be the man that you want to be. You'll never have the business you want. You'll never have the physique that you want. You'll never live the life you want. You'll never truly be happy. You need to listen to your conscience. Conscience. It's a hard word for me to say, honestly. Whatever it tells you to do internally, you're like, I know I want this. That's what I've always been good at. I've always been good at admitting what I want. And it sounds stupid as fuck, but most people cannot admit what they want. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to have a great physique. Most people don't put in the work. And the ones who are fat and broke and don't have these things, most of them will say they don't want it. Money is evil. You don't need to be ripped to be happy. It's okay to live your life. They will say all the things to not admit what they truly want. In reality, I know for a fact, all humans, you watching, you want to have these things. You want to be rich. You want to have a good physique. You want to have an impact and be a good person and help people and have them feel good to be around you. You want these things. And I've always been good at that. I've always been good at admitting to it, admitting that I want it. And once you admit you want it, you could actually go after it. It's hard to admit that you want these things when the people you surround yourself with are not going to understand you. That's why this video is important for you. You need to continue to understand that this is the reality of the situation. They won't understand you, and because of that, you need to be aware and still go after the things that you want in your life. They will project their bullshit onto you. They will project their comfort zone and the way they think you should live your life onto you, and you have to say, no, fuck that. I will live the life I want, and it's fine. Because when you make it, you will have the proof, the undeniable evidence that you were right the entire time. That's all for this talk. Thanks for watching, boys.